วัสดีครับ Hello there and a warm welcome to Monday Morning Episode 6 I'm ภูมิรักพีคำสม Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin along with Minister entered the Government House to attend a special cabinet meeting Wednesday. They discussed and approved the government policy statement, which will be presented at the parliamentary session on September 11th.
เพื่อไทย MPs are backing แพทองธารชินวัตร to be the new party leader following the resignation of ชลน่าน สีแก้ว
กำนันเชิญตำรวจมาเลี้ยงโต๊ะจีนแต่เกิดเหตุไม่คาดคิดเกิดขึ้นนะครับเมื่อคนสนิทของกำนันยิงสารวัตรทางหลวงซึ่งเป็นตำรวจน้ำดีเสียชีวิต
การตั้งข้อสังเกตของคุณโบนัฐฐามหัฒนาเนี่ยมีการพาดพิงไปถึงสื่อใหญ่สื่อหนึ่งด้วยที่มีการทำภาพกราฟิกล้อเลียนไปถึงอัตลักษณ์และสภาพร่างกายของ2รัฐมนตรีที่ไปนั่งบริหารกระทรวงมหาดไทยทั้งที่เขาก็ยังไม่ได้ทำอะไรผิดและต่างใส่ใจในหน้าที่ทันท่วงทีกับความทุกข์ร้อนที่เพิ่งเกิดขึ้นเป็นข่าวใหญ่กลายเป็นว่ากลุ่มคนที่อวดอ้างอยากได้การเมืองใหม่กลับเป็นคนดึงสังคมกลับไปสู่การเมืองน้ำเน่าซะเอง
A magnitude 6.8 tremor struck the high Atlas mountain range. The area is roughly 75 kilometers southeast of one of Morocco's most populous cities, Marrakesh.
Questions are being raised on which Deputy Prime Minister will take care of the economic portfolio as they are distributed among many Deputy Prime Ministers and political parties. The leaked documents of the policy statement that is set to take place on Monday, September 11th, is still lacking of many the election promises made by Pheu Thai Party during their election campaign. The raising of the minimum wages is not mentioned, with details only saying that the minimum wages would be raised to what is appropriate, whereas during Yingluck Shinawat's policy statement, it was set at a minimum of 300 baht a day. Certain details of the new government's policy have been leaked and more circulating widely on social media. The key points in the documents are as the followings. The division of government work into short-term, medium-term, and long-term phases, simulating the citizens spending through the 10,000 baht digital cash handout policy, with the government receiving returns in the form of taxes, preparing the country for entry into the modern economy, addressing agricultural business and public debt by providing debt relief programs, reducing people's expenses related to electricity, cooking, gas, and fuel, boosting the country's income from tourists to stimulate the short-term economy, and resolving conflicts of opinion regarding the constitution.
Prime Minister Srettha's official limousine is identical in model, but not the exact same one as his predecessor, Gen Prayut Chan-o-cha. There are a total of 4 cars in this model, which the Office of the Prime Minister Secretariat signed the contract to purchase in 2016 for 478 million baht. The first 2 cars are used to host government dignitaries, and the other 2 cars are Prime Minister official cars.
Questions are being raised on which Deputy Prime Minister will take care of the economic portfolio as they are distributed among many Deputy Prime Ministers and political parties. The leaked documents of the policy statement that is set to take place on Monday, September 11th, is still lacking many of election promises made by Pheu Thai Party during their political campaign.
Move Forward Party took to X Wednesday, asking the public to help identify the discrepancy between electoral promise of Pheu Thai Party and the policy mentioned in the leaked document believed to be the government policy statement. Move Forward Party attached a link to the document, which is over 52 pages long. They also state that the document does not incorporate many policies that the Pheu Thai Party promised to pursue, such as the election of the Carter Drafting Committee, an increase in the minimum wage or flat 20 baht fare for 10 commuters. Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin, along with ministers, entered the government house to attend special cabinet meeting Wednesday. They discussed and approved the government policy statement, which will be presented at parliamentary session on September 11. Speak to the press, Srettha emphasized the need for the government to expedite work and promote transparency, especially in the process of transferring civil servants. When asked about the appointment of the new police chief, which is still pending, Srettha responded that he is currently looking for suitable date to convene the police commission meeting. He mentioned that he has not yet decided who will assume the position, but will reveal after the policy announcement.
Word of the Day is presented by the Department of Foreign Languages.
นำเสนอโดยกลุ่มสาระการเรียนรู้ภาษาต่างประเทศ
คำศัพท์วันนี้เสนอคำว่า cabinet สะกด C A B I N E T อ่านว่า cabinet แปลว่าคณะรัฐมนตรีตัวอย่างประโยค Prime Minister attended a special cabinet meeting Wednesday นายกรัฐมนตรีเข้าร่วมการประชุมคณะรัฐมนตรีนัดพิเศษเมื่อวันพุธ I am super for Monday mornings
The King of Morocco has declared 3 days of a national mourning after a deadly earthquake overnight killed more than 2,000 people and injured thousands more. All available resources have been mobilized and dispatched to the epicenter as authorities work to locate survivors under the piles of rubble. The international community have responded and offered a helping hand to Moroccan authorities as they deal with their worst natural disaster in decades. Malik Fouda from TRT World has the top story.
Morocco is not a nation prone to earthquakes, but on Friday, just past 11 p.m., a magnitude 6.8 tremor struck the high Atlas mountain range. The area is roughly 75 kilometers southeast of one of Morocco's most populous cities, Marrakesh.
At 23:10 it started. We were in the hotel room and there were tremors. They were quite strong, and we suffered 2 very quick power failure briefly. We ran down to the hotel pool and sat there, and then we just spent the night outside.
The U.S. Geological Survey says a magnitude 4.0 aftershock struck the same region shortly after the first tremor. Geophysicists there say this is the largest quake to hit Morocco since the year 1900.
I don't know. It's like you actually see your whole life flash by for a second or two. You don't even know what to do, what to take.
Many tourists have been safely evacuated and repatriated to their home countries. But in Morocco, there is no easy way out for those who live there. Not only do they have to deal with the loss of their loved ones, they're also struggling to get by.
As for food, we have nowhere to cook. We cannot go back home because of the danger of collapse. It fell completely. I have 2 kids, 4 and 5 years old. My husband was the provider for the kids, the family, as well as for his mother and nephew.
Morocco's King Mohammed VI held an emergency meeting with the cabinet. He announced 3 days of national mourning and set up a committee to establish rebuilding and relief programs. And the international community are ready to help. Germany's National Relief Agency has offered to dispatch search and rescue teams and sniffer dogs to assist local units.
After we start setting up our camp, the first team goes out to explore the area, which means tracking. In our case, that also means that the dog is first to be deployed at rubble piles. There, the dog will do its work and scavenge in the debris for human scent.
The first 100 hours are considered the most crucial window to locate survivors. And with rescue efforts already underway, authorities hope the region's difficult terrain won't slow down operations. Malik Fouda, TRT World.
I'm Phung Rapi Kamsom and our team here. Thanks for listening. See you next time.